So everybody, I'd like you to meet Mr. Sean Cochran. He is my friend and an amazing realtor in Illinois. He also has like 300,000 followers on TikTok, so he knows a little something about something. So I'm gonna let him take it from here because he can talk about it way better than I could.
Well, first of all, good morning. And you lead me, my dear Nikki. Tell me exactly what you would like me to talk about, and I will follow your lead.
I think that everybody wants to learn how you created such a huge following on TikTok and how you get business from TikTok.
So,
Social
I,
media, but TikTok, yeah.
one of my favorite sayings that I tell all realtors or whomever is looking to grow their business on any social media platform is, if you teach them, they will come. I say it all the time. I'm 47 years old, so I really can't be on there dancing and jumping around and shaking my booty. No one wants to see that. And when I first started TikTok, I was like everybody else. I didn't have any followers. I think I had 42 followers, and I had like 3 videos. My daughter, who was 14 at the time, I remember telling her, I said, hey, baby, daddy's not doing well. I don't want to sing and dance, and it's just not my thing. And she told me, Dad, why don't you just make real estate videos? There's a lot of real estate agents on there, and they're doing well. You should do that. So I said, fine. So the New Year's Eve 2020 going into 2021, I made a 60-second video about USDA mortgages. And it just basically said, hey, this is what a USDA mortgage is. It's no money down payment. You can roll the closing costs in. It's got to be in a rural area, so on and so forth. I made that video and went to bed. Didn't even make it to midnight, right? Because I'm an old man. Like I said, I went to bed with 42 followers. I woke up to 30,000 followers. Now, I am under no illusion that that is normal. I get it. I must have hit the algorithm at a good time, and for whatever reason, that video went viral. I think it's got like 2 million views or something to that effect to this day. But what I've always found is when I stray away from teaching, the videos don't do well. It took me about 6-7 months to kind of figure out what my audience likes. My particular audience, they like learning about mortgage programs, down payment assistance programs, programs to get you in a house, real estate tips and tricks. And so I simply make videos teaching something about credit, finance, anything like that. Mostly real estate, but anything else that teaches you how to finance or side hustle or money or anything like that. And those are the videos I'll make. That's how it became with the large following I have. As far as to answer your question about how I make money off of it, I'm only licensed in the state of Illinois, right? So I can only help you real estate wise in Illinois. However, since we work for such a large company, which is eXp Realty, we can refer all over the country, as you know. So my TikTok audience is nationwide. And I encourage my viewers or my followers, I say it all the time. If you're interested in buying a home anywhere in the country, send me a message. I will get you with a realtor in your area. I ask for that business. I'm not asking them to give me money. I'm not asking them to use me as a realtor necessarily. I said, but I'll refer you one. 94% of the referrals come from out of state. And what do? Someone will inbox me, hey, Sean, this is Bill and Jenny. We're from Ypsilanti, Michigan, and we want to buy a house. We saw your video. Can you refer us an agent? I find an agent that works for eXp, assuming we have someone in that area, which 99% of the time we do. Reach out to them. Say, hey, I got people that are interested. I send a referral agreement over. Once they sign it and send it back, I'll give them those people's name and number. If they get them pre-approved with their particular lender and they end up buying a house, I make money. And that part of social media, I think in the next 24 months, I will probably do more business money-wise in my pocket, than I will doing business of my own, just because the audience is so broad. Good part about being a realtor, you can still get a referral fee anywhere, essentially. So that's how I essentially make money off of it. And then if someone calls me and they're in Illinois, okay, I'll run them around, right? And if they're too far, like Springfield or something, I'll dish that out too. Ideally, I'll dish 75% of my buyers out. Now, if someone wants to list a house in Illinois, of course, I'm going. Okay. But with buyers, you guys all know, it takes a while, right? Running around 6, 7 buyers at a time, your head will explode. So I figure I can bless another agent with business, and I'll still collect my 25%, and it's a win-win. So that's how I essentially make money off of all my social media. I encourage people to reach out to me and let me refer you an expert in your area. So I hope that answers your question, darling Nikki.
It sure does. But Sean, you do more than just educate. You have branded yourself, and you make jokes. I mean, you're very knowledgeable about stuff, but you definitely have a branding that people recognize. Can you talk about that a little bit too?
So when I first became a realtor 4 years ago and some change, my biggest issue was no one really knew who I was as far as being a realtor. I had a lot of friends on social media and stuff, but I was like every other new realtor. How do I get my name out there? And so what I figured is I've got to find a way to stand out. And I struggled with that for like my first 6, 7 months, because I'm just realtors grow on trees, right? I mean, we're all the same, essentially. We want to sell you a nice joint. So I went to my mother at the time lived in Texas, a city called Katy, right outside of Houston. And she called me up. She says, "Baby, come on down, take your old mama to the rodeo." My mother's from Chicago. She's never been to rodeo. The little old black lady. So I said, "Rodeo?" She said, "Yeah, baby, come on down." So I said, "Fine." I bought a plane ticket. I flew on down to take my old sweet mother to the rodeo. But before I went, I bought a cowboy hat. Can't go to Texas without a cowboy hat, so I had a hat. And then when I got there, I get off the plane. And as soon as I got off the plane, a little girl in the airport, she said, "Sean, come here." I mean, she said, "Sir, come here." I said, "Oh, Lord, what did I do?" She says, "Well, you're not from here, are you?" I said, "No, ma'am." She said, "Well, there's a rule. You can wear a cowboy boots without a hat, but you can't wear the cowboy hat without boots." I didn't know that. I said, "Oh." So she wrote down on a piece of paper. She said, "Go to the store, get some boots and a buckle." So I went to the store, got boots, belt, buckle, the whole 9 yards, Nikki. Now, while I was out there, no one cares, right? It's Texas. But when I came back home, I forgot the box for everything in the hotel. I was rushing, so I had to wear it on the plane. And when I got off the plane in Midway, I took the hat from under the seat, put it back on, and then I left to go get my bags. And as I'm walking through the airport, all I saw is this. I knew right then. Nikki, listen, it was like the lightning flashed. Okay, it was like the thunder roared. I called my brother. I went to the bathroom, called my brother, said, "Listen, I got a great idea. I want you to listen to me." He says, "Yeah." I said, "From now on, I'm the Cowboy Realtor." He laughed. He said, "You can't be Cowboy. You're in Chicago. You're crazy." I said, "You don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing." So from then on, I started wearing it, and it blew up. The branding piece of it is simply so you remember me. I'll tell any realtor who listens or anybody who does any type of business. Everybody in the room should know what you do when you leave that room. If they do not, you are doing it wrong. Why do you remember Sean as opposed to every other 15 gosh darn realtors you know? One, because I tell you, "Hey, my name is Sean Cochran. I'm a goddamn realtor. If you want to buy or sell a nice joint, give me a call." Two, you remember me. And I ain't saying everybody's got to put on a freaking cowboy hat and jump around, but you have to do something to make yourself stand out. And it starts with differentiating yourself somehow. I think everybody should have their own hashtag. Mine is hashtag SMYLLR. And the slogan, which is "Stop making your landlord rich." I say it all the time. I have it trademarked. It's mine now. And every social media post I do, you're going to see it. Hashtag SMYLLR. Stop making your landlord rich. And I started saying it all the time, everywhere. Now, if you Google that hashtag, you're going to get pages and pages of Sean. You Google it. I mean, you search it on TikTok. Sean. See? So that's a big part of the branding and why I do that. It's a marathon, not a sprint, darling Nikki. But eventually, it picks up, and people will know you for it. And that's how I'm able to stand out a little bit.
And I thought it was funny because you also wrote a children's book, which is so
I
cool.
did.
And I
Thank
had
you.
posted about that, and it's such a cute book, and I love it because he signed it for me. I collect autograph books. He's so cool. And I posted about it, and then a girl that I had worked with years and years and years ago said, I think I know him. I think he's in my neighborhood. I think he posts videos to our
Oh,
neighborhood chat. Because I guess you drone in the neighborhood, and
oh, she's really in my neighborhood then.
for real neighborhood. Yeah, her name's Katie. And she's like, I'm like, well, he's the one with the truck that has his face on the truck with the cowboy hat. She goes, yeah, 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 that's him. So even
To
that,
any of the attention, it this job is not easy, right? Um, and I think our main job as realtors is to simply that everybody should know that you're a realtor. Now think about it. Whatever state you live in, you don't have to dominate the market 100 miles away from your house. In general, unless you live in a rural area, if the people within a 5 square mile radius of your house know who you are, you can eat forever, right? I mean, there's got to be 40,000 households within 5 miles. Okay. Meaning, if I can just do a great job marketing or branding myself in this 5 square miles, I'm good. I won't struggle. So I put the graphics and all that on the truck just for recognition purposes. Also, to be honest with you, as realtors, sometimes we're peeking in your backyard, we're out at your house late at night. I don't want someone to see a black dude with a cowboy hat running around the yard at freaking 9 p.m. and shooting, right? So I put all that stuff on the truck. So when you ride up, you see, okay, this son of a gun is a realtor. And it helps my neighbors recognize me. And I've gotten some listings in this neighborhood simply from someone seeing the truck, right? But I do everything I can to it's like anything else. That's why I got the cup. When I do my videos, I always stick a face. I shove myself into your face at every chance I can get. And I'm saying the same thing. My name is Sean. I'm a realtor. I'm Cowboy Real Estate. You want to buy a house, sell me. And we do this, darling Nikki, in the hopes that if and when you ever need services of real estate, you say, what about that son of a gun that's always making those darn videos? And that's it. I
and
teach
you're
this
not
class. It's called How to.
salesy. You're not salesy at all. You're just reminding people who you
Oh,
are and what you do. See, that's what I've been talking to these guys about too, is that you're not being a salesman. You're just being
just tell me.
recognizable and providing value.
And if you're afraid of social media, whether you're a guy or gal, big or small, white or black, Protestant or Catholic, Jew or Gentile, no one really cares about how you look. I can't stress that enough. I get it. We all want to lose a little weight. All right. We all wish our skin was better. Whatever. No one cares about that. Teach the people something. Teach them about real estate. Teach them about your market. Teach them about local businesses. I don't care what it is. Just make sure at the end of all that, you say, and if you ever have any questions, reach out to me. I'm Darling Nikki from Darling Nikki Homes, and here's my number and website. That's it. People reach out to you. No, you don't have to ask them to buy or sell. Just let them know that's what you do. And in general, at least I found it tends to work out.
What about you guys? Do you have any questions for him? Comments? Anything? He's a plethora of knowledge and information.
It's
Yeah.
early. People are still waking up.
How many how many posts do you do, like per day, per week, that kind of thing, on TikTok to generate and to keep your audience engaged? Is there a balance between being too much and not there at all?
How many do I do or how many should I do? I'll answer both questions. Should I do? I do one a day. It does not work out like that. It used to, but the reality is, I'm like anybody else, I only have so much stuff to talk about. So it probably ends up being now 1 to 3 a week. It should be every day. Even for me, I fall short. I can make every excuse of the world. Why? I'm busy. My daughter's got bowling, whatever. But I'm not that goddamn busy. I do have 60 seconds to make a video. Sometimes I struggle with ideas. So it ends up being 1 to 3 a week, and I don't do one for each platform. I make one video. It normally starts on TikTok. Then I take the same darn video, put it on Facebook business page, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, So hopefully that answers that question. Is there a balance? Yeah, I don't think you do 3 a day. I mean, I think that's too much. But I think 1 a day, especially during the week, should be the goal. But if you're at 3 or to 5 a week, you're doing very well.
And would you say TikTok is the platform you've received the most business from?
Nationwide, yes. Local, it's always Facebook. Local,
Okay.
Because Facebook, most of your friends are your friends, people you grew up with, this type of thing. But for the referral business, which is it's such a moneymaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think I don't think most realtors take advantage of it. And I'll tell you what hardly anyone does is ask. Hey, if you have any questions, or if you want to buy some real estate in Illinois, reach out to me. Or if you need a referral for a realtor or a loan officer anywhere else in the country, reach out to me. I'll refer you to someone personally. That's all you have to say. But no one says it. And if I were to show you my inbox, I'm about 7 days behind. I cannot keep up. Now, a lot of it is not someone that's going to turn into money. People sometimes just have questions and all this type of thing. But I even struggle with how to be more efficient, touching those leads in 24 hours, you see?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I should do is hire somebody, but I'm afraid to give someone access to my TikTok. What if they post?
Hire your daughter.
That girl's got to go to school.
You can write it off on your taxes. You don't even have to pay her taxes to pay her.
That girl her job is her grades.
Right? All right.
And plus, she's at school half the darn time. So I'll end up figuring that out. But it's such a way to present yourself as an expert in the market. And then it turns into other opportunities, right? Now I've got organizations that will fly me out to talk about branding and social media to agents. Mm-hmm. And I charge them, the fee I charge, and they have to pay for flight and hotel. And that's a way to increase your brand, right? Not only other real estate companies, but the U.S. Bank out here, they got like 150 agents. They wanted me to come to like Rosemont, which is right near O'Hare, and talk to their agents, their loan officers about social media. And I'll charge you an arm and a leg, and I'll come out and yak, and everybody's happy, right? But the reality is, average agent in the United States is 57 years old. Most people are clueless about social media and branding. They need help. Mm-hmm. And the more you present yourself as an expert, because we are experts, they didn't just hand you that real estate license. You not only acquired it, but you're selling. Most people have no clue what goes into a real estate transaction. And then they have even less of a clue how to market themselves on social media. So if you can present yourself as an expert, people will ask, hey, man, could you come and teach us about that? Yeah, sure, I can, right? I think there's a great opportunity, and there's plenty of room and opportunity out there for all of us to do so.
And you know Fantastic. What? When I first met you, it was like 3 or 4 years ago. It was like when you first came to EXP, I think. You had a little gathering to talk about social media, and this was before TikTok was big. So you were talking about Facebook. And one of the things you told me that I never forgot was just first leave your profile public so that everybody can read your stuff. But you also told me to go to groups like in my area, like the different groups, and friend request everybody, and 5,000 people, so that people can get out there.
Yeah, you look on your the biggest thing I could tell you to get some business, especially from Facebook, is first of all your friends you have personally. Facebook allows you to have 5,000. Most people have like 800, 700. If you're an introvert, it's probably even less, right? So the first thing I'll tell you guys all to do, and none of this will cost you money, grab your phone, go into your Facebook app where it says friends, and it'll say people you may know, or it'll ask you can like request people. Request all them damn people. Excuse my language. And I don't care. Don't discriminate. Don't discern. Don't say, oh, this is that girl I didn't like from high school. None of that. You click. because Facebook will only suggest to you people that you know or people that know people you already know. They're not going to suggest some guy in Sri Lanka, right? Okay. So that's your first step. You request all them people. And then at the end of the day, when you come home after you run around all day, you're having your hummus or your wine or whatever the hell it is you like to drink, you invite all those people to like your business page. Understand, you can only invite people to like your business page that already are your friend. So all day, you're requesting friends. At night, you can go to your business page on Facebook and click one button, and you can invite all the people that are currently your friend to like your business page. You do that for a week, I promise you, you'll have over 1,000 likes on your business page. Average realtor in the United States, 78 likes on their business page.
Wow.
Hardly any. Now, once you have that, now you can start doing what? Running ads, boosting posts. You can't boost posts and run ads from your personal page. It's got to be from a business page. Okay. And you ain't got to spend a lot of money on this. Every single thing you do on Facebook should originate from your business page. Then you share it to your personal page. I don't care if you're saying, wow, the rates, well, no, you don't want to say that. Wow, the market's really amazing right now for buyers. That goes on your business page. Then you share it to your personal page. So now you have a share. Now you have engagement, right? And then what I did, Nikki, my first 12 months, and I still do it, I did a lot of boosting. Every dang thing I posted on Facebook, I would boost it. There's a little blue button that says boost. I would pay like $2 for 2 days, $7 for 7 days. I wasn't spending a lot of money, but I had 13 to 19 different boosted ads at the same dang time. So everywhere you turned, you're getting a little boosted ad from Sean. I spent $1,600 in my first 12 months as a realtor on Facebook ads. It got me 11 deals. Back then, my average deal was like $264,000. We can all count. We all know how we get paid. So that $1,600 turned to an 11 transactions at an average of 260 grand a transaction. You understand? It, by far, I don't know a better way to get yourself out there than Facebook. But most people don't do it. And you know, so I don't want to ramble on and on about that. I just think that the Facebook is so important locally to get yourself some business. Hell, one deal would have paid for that $1,600. You understand? I got 11 off of it. And I ended up doing 28 deals my first 12 months. Most of that was from social media. So there you go.
Nice.
That's fantastic, Sean. Thank you so much. You're just so, I love talking to you, and I love, picking at your brain, and you're just fun and nice guy, and I really appreciate you.
I get excited. That's got me charged up. I was all relaxed this morning, and now I'm fired up.
Go make some videos, man.
I appreciate that.
So something that I run into, I understand the value of social media. I actually have close to 5,000 people on Facebook, over 1,000 on my business page, TikTok, making TikTok videos, that kind of thing. But it's always just my personality and me. I'm not branded at all. And so narrowing it down on what that brand would be for myself is something I need to work on. But anytime you try to get help from other real estate agents, if they're doing it well, they want to sell you on a coaching program. And they want to charge you $3,000 to be a part of their deal, and you just jumped on here and you're sharing your heart and your wisdom with us. I really appreciate your time this morning, for sure.
No worries. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, brother. Here's what you do. You make yourself a hashtag and a slogan. Do that today if you can. You want a hashtag and a slogan. Definitely the hashtag, or that stands for something. I don't care what it is. It could be silly. It really doesn't matter. And then from here until the end of time, or until the end that you stop selling real estate, that hashtag goes everywhere. Every post. Hashtag, like I told you mine, SMYLLR. Every time I post about real estate, unless I forget, that hashtag is there. You can even go back and edit your old post and put it there. And here's what will happen. Eventually, somebody's going to be like, hey, bro, what does hashtag blah, blah, blah mean? And, and then if they click on it, they'll get a plethora of you. If you right now go onto Facebook and put hashtag SMYLLR, it's going to Sean. Every once in a while, there's another agent somewhere that freaking stole it, and you might see them. That helps you with branding. Again, The cowboy thing, I mean, I love it. God bless you, but you don't got to do that.
Right.
I know that don't do that, that brand themselves very well. But you have to have something that stands you out. Oh, God bless you. There you go.
Yeah. Look at that. Nice.
I'm actually selling these today because I got some new ones.
Uh-huh.
I saw them on eBay, and the guy, I'm meeting him at 8:30 a.m., like right around the corner. That's why these are here with me right now.
Nice. Mine are Dan Post. What are those?
These are areas.
Nice. Fun for you. So.
It is. You know, and here's what I'll leave you guys with. I want you and on all your people that end up watching this video to give more of yourself to your audience, to your sphere. People get so nervous about, I don't know what to say, and they take 12 takes of the darn video because of lighting, and stop it. You look how you look. You look like a sack of potatoes. God bless you. It is what it is, okay? I'm a black kid with freckles that wears a cowboy hat in the middle of Chicago. You understand? No one's watching me because I'm not LL Cool J running around out here. The value you get from Sean is the content. It's always the content that matters. If you're teaching something or delivering something of value, the money will come. Like, I don't have a coaching class. I ain't saying it's a bad idea. I don't have one because, well, one, because I'm a scatterbrain, but I end up becoming blessed. I give a lot of information out and it ends up making me money, right? So I'm blessed. I'll take it. But if you're looking to grow yourself on social media, take the phone, stick it against the gosh darn toaster and talk. Don't overproduce it. Don't worry about what you look like, especially because you're someone's cup of tea already. If you're a single mommy that has 2 kids, one's in soccer and one's hockey, and you got to make your video with one of your kids in tow, good for you, because you know why? There's another single mommy out there who's renting, who wants to buy that can relate to you. Like, look at her. She's a realtor. I love this girl. She's got her kids. She's talking about real estate. You see? Somebody's going to relate to you. Your only issue is you're not putting yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Give yourself to your audience. I promise you, in the long run, it'll end up working out, and you will be the better for it. So there's my thesis statement for you and darling Nikki.
Love it. All right. And it says we have 7 participants here. So April, Brian, Elizabeth, Alyssa, Sean, darling Nikki, and Phil. So glad everybody else could join us.
Outstanding. If you guys ever need me, you let me know.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Sorry I was late, by the way. You know, I had to get some of my cattle and wrangle them around the barn here.
Right.
Got away a little.
Alyssa says thank you in the chat too.
You're very welcome, Alyssa. Thank you.
Thank you too.
If anyone of y'all do a video, tag me in it and I'll like it and comment it on it for you. So there you go. We'll get some engagement.
That's perfect. Perfect. We good, Phil?
Yeah, we are great.
Right.
I'm going to get on TikTok and make a video and tag him right now.
Yes.
Yeah, tag me. I love it.
And we'll send you this recording.
Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.
You're welcome.